Hey, directors, friends, and superfans. Have you ever wanted to find your own style? When I first entered the film industry, I was as green as they come. During my first feature, I learned about sound from the guy I hired to record our sound. That's right, I didn't know in advance what I was doing. Thankfully, he taught me what I needed to know about sound to make the film a success. When he asked me what style I would use for the film, I had no idea how to answer him. But all wasn't lost. He said he'd observe me and adjust his techniques to match as he figures it out. I soon learned that the entire cast and crew needed to know my style to make sure they gave me what I asked for during the creation of each scene. Now, for new filmmakers, finding their own style can be a daunting task. It takes time, experimentation, and a willingness to take risks. However, it's important to develop a unique style to stand out in a crowded field and make a name for yourself in the film industry. So let's get started talking about a director's style. Before embarking on the journey to develop your style, you'll want to keep the following 4 items in mind. These are the key considerations. Number 1, you need to be authentic. Your style should reflect your unique perspective and voice. Don't try to mimic someone else's style. Instead, focus on what sets you apart and what you are passionate about. Then the second one is experiment. Take risks and try new things. Don't be afraid to fail, as failure is an essential part of our learning process. Yes. Number 3, find inspiration. Look to other filmmakers, artists, and creators for inspiration, but don't copy their work. Instead, use it as a starting point, a springboard, if you will, to create something new and original. Always be relevant and original. Number 4, you need to collaborate. Filmmaking is a collaborative art form, so don't be afraid to work with others to develop your style. Collaborating with actors, cinematographers, editors, all of them can help you discover not only new ways of telling stories, but new ways of seeing life from another perspective. Now, let's go over a few styles and get a little more in-depth into it. Before we do, I need to say that this is one of these things where I'm giving you a high-level understanding of what's going on. So you need to dig down deeper based on what's on your heart to do. So make sure that you really explore what makes you tick. Now, the styles, there's numerous styles, but I'm going to go with what I see as the top 4 based on the recent films I've seen. The auteur style is when the filmmakers consider the author with their unique creative voice and their vision drives the storytelling. Examples of directors who fit this style include Wes Anderson. He did Grand Budapest Hotel, Moonrise Kingdom, Quentin Tarantino, Django Unchained, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Christopher Nolan, Inception, Interstellar, although I know everyone wanted me to say The Dark Knight. But anyway, moving on. The next style is the hybrid documentary style. This style blends documentary and narrative filmmaking techniques together to create a unique storytelling experience. Examples of directors who fit this style include Spike Lee. A couple films, When the Levees Broke, 4 Little Girls. Then there's a woman director, Ava DuVernay, I think she pronounces it. She did When They See Us and a couple other films. And Sarah Polley did Stories We Tell and Take This Waltz. Now, hyperkinetic style is the next one. This one's more unique and less people really understand how it pulls together. But this style is characterized by fast-paced editing. I mean, it is fast, quick camera movements, and the emphasis is all about action and spectacle. So directors who fit this style include Edgar Wright, who did Baby Driver. Zack Snyder, of course, did 300 and Watchmen. Guy Ritchie, The Gentleman, and Snatch. Now, at the opposite end is the slow cinema style. This style is characterized by a slow pace, long takes, and a minimalistic approach to storytelling. So let's talk about the steps to actually create your own style, because that's really what you're watching for anyway. Speaking about watching, to do this, the first step is you got to watch a lot of films. Watch films from various genres and time periods. Take note of what you like and don't like, and try to identify what sets your favorite films apart from others. Now, you'll also want to analyze the work of other filmmakers. And I do mean analyze it because you want to understand their style fully. Study the work and try to identify not only their style, but the choices they make to create those styles. Look at their use of the camera movement, lighting, sound design, and just try and see how it all contributes to that overall feel of their work. The mood, the tone, etc. Okay, the third one is develop your own voice. Identify what themes and subjects you are passionate about first, and explore them in your work. Again, a film is an argument, so dive in and take the audience from one place through to another while you're exploring those things that you are interested in. Take them on that exploration. Now, be bold about it. Take some risks. Look at your topic from many perspectives, even the ones you don't like, and try some new things to explore it all. Okay, number 4 is the experiment with techniques. Again, it's all experimental. It's all taking risks. It's about different techniques such as nonlinear storytelling or different camera angles or unique sound design. See what works for you and what doesn't. No formula guarantees a style that will make a cultural impact or financial success for that matter. But certain styles tend to resonate more with audiences more than others. A style that explores the social or political landscape or cultural issues in a new way can be unique and can work really well and make some money. If you're just reiterating something that has been done many times before, not so much. It probably won't make money. Let me give you an example, because when we talk about cultural issues and we look at Jordan Peele's movie Get Out, it examines the insidious nature of racism. And a style that tends to make a lot of money often relies on spectacle and action to attract audiences. So that's very unique that he can do that without the bells and whistles, so to speak. Now, most of the time, the films that do the best have high production values and are often part of the established franchises or the superhero universe. Examples, of course, would be the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Fast and the Furious franchise, or the Star Wars franchise. Developing a unique style is a key part, though, of becoming a successful filmmaker, but it takes time, experimentation, and hard work. You don't want to just recreate what's already been out there. So by watching a lot of films, analyzing the work of other filmmakers, and experimenting with your techniques, new filmmakers can develop their voice and their style. Now remember, though, the key to success is to be authentic, take risks, and never stop learning and growing as a filmmaker. That's right. The successful director is the one that uses their voice coupled with the right style to just draw in the audience and gain them to listen to what your argument is. Unfortunately, that argument can't be made unless the marketing department knows how to categorize the film by genre. That's right. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this 3-part series. Let me know in the comments below. And maybe the next film or episode will be more on genre selection. Have a great day.